Good evening to all of you, dear aspirants. Good evening, Ritik Sharma. So it's 7:30 p.m. and let us start our evening session. So today I'm going to present before you some of the expected MCQs, which are very important with respect to the upcoming prelims examination. So here is the question number one: Build back better world. So in brief, it is B3W. If you don't know, please write it, dear aspirants. B3W. Okay, 3B, build back better. BUILD, build back, BACK, better, BETTER. So B3 world. So B3W, you may say, Build Back Better World initiative has been proposed by, now options: A, G7 countries, B, G20 countries, C, European Union countries, EU, or D, Quad countries. What does it mean? India, USA, Japan, and Australia. These four countries are quiet countries. Good evening, Pooja. Good evening, Saurabh Jha, and good evening, Parasuram. So, everybody, good evening. So, here is the question number one. Okay, build back better world. So, B3W initiative. It's an initiative, and you have to find out has been proposed by Isprihaji. Very good evening. So, options: A, G7, B, G20, C, European Union, and D, Quad countries, QUAD. What does it mean? There are four members in Quad: India, USA, Japan, and Australia. These four countries are known as Quad countries. Dear aspirants, you have to find out the answer. Then what is the question? Let me repeat. ओके, स्प्रिया जी ने सुन लिया और इन्होंने आंसर दिया है G20, बट द आंसर इज G7. G7. Okay. So build back better world. Build back better world. B3W. Please write it, dear aspirants. This is very important. And it is an initiative of G7 countries, not G20. Okay. So, okay, frequently buffering, but it is not buffering. It's quite okay here. Okay. And if it is going to buffer, then I will do something. Okay, dear aspirants. So the internet is stable according to me. But if you are feeling that it is buffering, you should tell me. So medical device parks scheme. Now question number two of the day: medical device parks scheme has been launched under A, Ministry of Ayush, B, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, C, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and D, Ministry of Electronics Information. So, do you know the answer to this question? Medical device parks scheme has been launched under. ये किसके अंतर्गत लॉन्च किया गया है, डियर एस्पिरेंट्स? बी इज द आंसर, एंड स्प्रिया जी, thumbs up. Your answer is correct answer. The answer is Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizer. No, B is the right answer. Yes, Ritik Sharma, very good. And if you don't know, please write it in your notebook. Dear aspirants, this is very important. Okay, so let us move to some next question, and that is a very important. Consider the following sentences regarding rabies. RABIES. Okay. So rabies is a viral disease. The second statement: the rabies virus infects the central nervous system. And third statement: rabies affects only mammals. So choose the correct statement. A 1 2 only, B 2 3 only, C 1 3 only, and D 1 2 3. So what should be the answer, dear aspirants? Are you able to tell? Okay. Consider the following sentences regarding rabies. So Ispriyaji is telling the answer should be D, and thumbs up for Ispriyaji. It's correct, wonderful, great. So very nice. 2 3 Ritik Sharma, the first statement, rabies is a viral disease. This statement is also correct. So, Saurabh Jha, very good, wonderful. Correct. All the three statements are correct. So, once again, please write it. Rabies is a viral disease. The rabies virus infects the central nervous system. And the third statement, rabies affects only mammals. So, this is very nice thing. Now, dear aspirants, here is a question from Science and Technologies segment, and of course, the space technology. So, CTFS considered the following sentences regarding Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle (PSLV). Polar Satellite Zoonotic disease, we can also consider it. Yes, is Priyaji, very nice. This is great. So PSLV, CTFS regarding PSLV. So this MCQ relates to space technology. So we have only three statements, dear aspirants. The statement number one, PSLV is the third generation launch vehicle of India. You have to examine whether this statement is correct or not. Now, the second statement, it is the first Indian launch vehicle to be equipped with liquid stages. Liquid stages, as far as the engine is concerned. Now, the third statement, it is a four-stage launch vehicle with first and third stages using solid rocket motors, and second and fourth stages using liquid rocket engines. So choose the correct statement. A 1 2 only, B 2 3 only, C 1 3 only, and D 1 2 3. So what should be the answer, dear aspirants? If you know, please answer. Okay. So PSLV, this is a question regarding PSLV. Now here, if you know, please answer. Okay. And if you don't know, C 1 3, all the statements are correct. PSLV is the third generation launch vehicle. Please write it. And what is the full form of PSLV? Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Okay, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. This is the full form of PSLV. Now we have three statements. PSLV is the third generation launch vehicle. You should write it. PSLV is the third generation third generation launch vehicle. Now the second statement, it is the first Indian launch vehicle to be equipped with liquid stages. Okay, and the third statement, it is a four stage launch vehicle with first and third stage using solid rocket motors, and second and fourth stage using liquid rocket engines. So this way our answer should be D, that is 1 2 3. All the statements are correct. So, dear aspirants, now in medieval India, Chola Lake has been referred to. Chola, Chola, Chola Lake, Lake. Option A, Bay of Bengal, B, Run of Kutch, C, Coromandel Coast, and D, Park Strait. So, if you have got the answer, please answer it. The question is, in medieval India, Chola Lake, Chola, Isprihaji is answering A, and A is correct. Wonderful, great. Bay of Bengal is referred as Chola Lake in medieval India. Yes, Ritik. Wonderful, great. Okay, so Isprihaji and Ritik Sharma both are correct. Very good. Now let us move to the next question. CTFS regarding Jain religion. So Jainism and Buddhism are the favorite areas from which the question is being put in examination. Saurabh Jha has also answered correctly. So statement number one, the basic philosophy of Jain came into existence after birth of Mahavira. So this is also a statement and you have to examine. Now the second statement, Jaina's teaching believed in the cycle of birth, rebirth and karma. So whether this statement is correct or not, the basic philosophy of Jains came into existence after the birth of Mahavira. This is a statement number one. Now the statement number two, Jain teaching believed in cycle of birth, rebirth and karma. Now the third statement, Jainism also believes that whole world is animated and everything on this earth has life. बिना जीवन के इस धरती पर कुछ भी नहीं है. सो चूज द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. ए 1 2, बी 2 3, सी 1 3 and D 1 2 3. Ispriha ji is answering B and B is the correct answer. So thumbs up for Ispriha ji. Ritik Sharma, both are correct. One is not correct. The basic philosophy of Jainas came into existence after the birth of Mahavira. This is not correct because Mahavira was 24th Tirthankar. 24th. So first statement is not correct. 2 3 statements are correct. So let us move to the other question. In Nagara style of temples, arrange following parts from top to bottom as per their position. मतलब नगरा स्टाइल का जो टेम्पल बनाने की विधि है, प्रक्रिया है, उसमें अवरोही क्रम में बताएं. नंबर 1 अमलका, नंबर 2 पीठा, नंबर 3 कलशा, नंबर 4 शिखरा. So choose the correct option. A 3 1 2 4, B 4 3 2 1, C 3 1 4 2 and D 4 3 1 2. So what should be the answer? Dear aspirants, according to me, the answer is 3 1 4 2. 3 1 4 2. So Kalasa, then Amalaka, then Sikhara, and then Pitha. So this is the sequence. Okay. Now your answer should be C. Your answer should be C. So 3 1 4 2. 3 is Kalasha. Okay. From top to bottom. So at the top, कलश. कलश तो रहना ही रहना है. और कलश के बाद क्या रहेगा? अमलका रहेगा, जो उसका गोल घेरा है, कमल का फूल, अमलका. एंड देन आफ्टर यू विल फाइंड शिखरा, शिखर. और शिखर के बाद क्या होगा? पीठा. सो दिस इज द एग्जैक्ट सीक्वेंस. ओह यस सर. सो कलश को तो ऊपर करना ही होगा, तो कलश सबसे ऊपर होता है मंदिर में, नगरा स्टाइल के मंदिर में. सो लेट अस मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाउ हियर is a question from medieval India. Dear aspirants, CTFS regarding Jejia or Jijia, Gizyah. So now Jijia, yes Divakar, good evening, very good evening Divakar ji. And today you have attended the Hindi medium class. So very nice. All Hindi medium aspirants are hereby informed that Hindi medium offline class is going on at 10 a.m. daily. Now, English medium class is going on at 11 a.m. daily. So, this is the brief announcement. So, dear aspirants, you have to find out, okay, the assessment of three MCQs. Now, first, it was a per capita half yearly tax. So, examine whether it is correct. It was a per capita half yearly tax. We are talking about jizya, Gizya, or jizya, Jizyah. So both are same. Consider the following sentences regarding jizya. So it was a per capita half yearly tax. Now second statement, it was levied on non-Muslim subjects. जो मुस्लिम नहीं थे उन पर ये लागू था, उनसे वसूलनीय था. ओके, residing in Muslim lands governed by Islamic law. And third statement, it was abolished two times by Aurangzeb and Akbar. Choose the correct statement. A 1 2, B 2, C 2 3, and D 1 2 3. So the answer is 2 3, that is C by Ritik Sharma. But here the second statement is correct. The first statement is not correct, and the third statement is also not correct, because it was abolished two times by Aurangzeb and Akbar. No, Aurangzeb, okay, during the time of Aurangzeb, it was once again, okay, let down. So the third statement and first statement is not correct. Okay, our answer should be B, two only. Our answer should be yes, is Priyaji, wonderful, great. Two is the correct answer. Okay, and two is the answer given by Parshuram Kumar. So your answer is also correct. So now, which of the following is a self-written book by मुगल रूलर? अपने ही द्वारा मुगल शासक ने किताब लिखी. ए हुमायूं नामा, बी आलमगीर नामा, बादशाह नामा, और जहांगीर नामा. सो दीज आर द फोर ऑप्शंस. और आपको बताना है कि सेल्फ रिटेन बुक बाय ए मुगल रूलर, मुगल शासक के द्वारा अपने ही द्वारा लिखे हुए किताब. तो ये कौन सी किताब है? इफ यू नो, प्लीज राइट इट. व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर? हुमायूं नामा, आलमगीर नामा, बादशाह नामा, और जहांगीर नामा. नाउ ऋतिक इज आंसरिंग आलमगीर नामा, बट हियर द आंसर इज जहांगीर नामा. सो जहांगीर नामा की किताब जो है वो जहांगीर ने ही स्वयं लिखी है. ओके, सो स्प्रिया जी, द आंसर इज डी, जहांगीर नामा. द आंसर इज डी, जहांगीर नामा. और इसको आप जरूर से नोट कर लेंगे. Among these, which of the following has been matched incorrectly? मैच से रिलेटेड सवाल बहुत आते हैं यूपीएससी में. मैचिंग मतलब सुमेलित करें, और यहां पे क्या है? इनकरेक्टली, मतलब गलत मैचिंग है. दीवान ए बंदगान डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ डिफेंस, क्या ये डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ डिफेंस को कहा जाता था? दीवान ए मुस्तखरा डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ रेवेन्यू. ओके, काजी उल कजर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ लॉ एंड जस्टिस, और सदर उस सदर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इस्लामिक लॉ. So dear aspirants, what should be the answer to this MCQ? If you know, okay, A, B, B, C, and C, D. So what should be the answer? इसमें कौन सुमेलित नहीं है? Now Ritik is telling D, and D is the correct answer, is Priyaji. D is the correct answer. Divakar Kumar is also correct. Sadar us Sudar Department of Islamic Law, this is not correct. Okay, so dear aspirants, this question was very very important. Now during Delhi Sultanate, Diwan e Kohi was the department of A. Agriculture, B. Defense, C. Public Charity and D. Finance. आपने बताना है कि दीवान ए कोही ये किसका विभाग था. So dear aspirants, this question is very very easy. If you know, if you have gone through, okay, Diwan a Kohi, then you will be able to answer. So the is agriculture. एग्रीकल्चर ए स्प्रिहाजी एग्रीकल्चर का नाम था दीवान ए कोही. डी फाइनेंस, दिस इज नॉट द आंसर. सो दीवान ए कोही इज दीवान कृषि डिपार्टमेंट. कोही मीन्स कृषि डिपार्टमेंट. सौरभ झा, परशुराम कुमार, प्लीज राइट इट in your notebook, Diwan A Kohi. So now such type of questions are there. You will find it. And dear aspirants, CTFS, consider the following sentences regarding electoral bonds. Electoral bonds. So we have two statements. These bonds can only be issued and encashed by State Bank of India. So you have to examine whether this statement is correct or not. Now the statement number 2, all the political parties registered under Election Commission can accept the electoral bond and redeem it. So you have to examine whether this statement is correct or not. So choose the correct statement. A, one only, B, two only, C, both, and D, none. So this is a question related to electoral bonds. So this is a question related to electoral bonds. So 1, 2 is the call given by Isprihaji, but the answer is 1. The answer is 1. Okay. Second statement is not correct. The political parties registered under Election Commission can accept the electoral bonds and redeem it. Okay. This statement is not correct. So our answer should be A. Okay. Only first statement is correct. Yes, Saurabh. Great, great, great. How second is wrong? Because all political parties registered under Election Commission, okay, can accept the electoral bonds and redeem it. Why only registered parties? Okay, so this is extreme and absolute statement. So this statement is not correct. Our answer should be these bonds can only be issued and encashed by the State Bank of India. So this statement is correct. Now, dear aspirants, CTFS regarding generic medicine or original medicine. This question is also very very important and it's expected one. So please concentrate. Okay, CTFS, consider the following statement regarding generic medicine versus original, or you may say ethnic, okay, ethical medicine. Okay, so we have two statements. Try to concentrate. Generic medicine cannot get patent. Generic medicine cannot get patent. And the second statement, paracetamol, a widely used medicine, is a generic medicine. So choose the correct answer. Statement A, 1, B, 2, C, both, and D, none. I shall wait for your answer. So Isprihaji is telling 1, 2, that is C, both are, and Ritik Sharma C, so both are correct. So thumbs up for Isprihaji and Ritik Sharma. Divakar Kumar, thumbs up for Divakar Kumar C. Okay. So Saurabh Jha, 1, 2, both his statements correct. So thumbs up for Saurabh Jha as well. So dear aspirants, let us move to the next question. Parsuram is B, but B is not correct. Here, Another question related to electoral bonds. And what is that? CTFS regarding electoral bonds. Statement 1, both Indian citizens and foreigners can purchase electoral bonds. Second statement, an electoral bond can be purchased multiple times by the same entity. So choose the correct statement. A, one only, B, two only, C, both, and D, none. Once again, I am going to repeat for your better understanding, dear aspirants. The first statement, both Indian citizens and foreigners can purchase electoral bonds. Okay, Sprihaji is telling that only one sentence is correct, but yes, but that correct sentence is an electoral bond can be purchased multiple times by the same entity. So here the answer is B. So thumbs up for Saurabh Jha. And Ispriyaji is telling first statement, but first statement is not correct. Electoral bonds cannot be purchased by foreigners. So first statement is not correct. Both Indian citizen and foreigners can purchase electoral bonds. This statement is not correct. Dear aspirants, now please concentrate on this very question. Okay? Now, प्रधानमंत्री जन औषधि परियोजना, प्रधानमंत्री जन औषधि परियोजना has been launched under option A, Ministry of Ayush, B, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, and Ministry of Science and Technology. So, what should be the answer, dear aspirants? Yes, yes, Savan Kumar. Very good name. Sir, please repeat. प्रधानमंत्री जन औषधि परियोजना. No, A is not the answer. The answer is C, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. So this scheme is okay, has been launched under Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer. Yes, Ispriyaji. Very good. Now here, arrange the establishment of following universities in chronological order. 1. Nalanda University, second Bikramshila University, and third Takshashila University. A 231, B 312, C 321, and D 213. So you have to arrange it in chronological order. Dear aspirants, the answer is okay. Okay. So Ritik Sharma is correct. 312. Takshashila, Nalanda, and Bikramshila. Yes, Ispriyaji. So very good, Ritik Sharma and Ispriyaji both have answered correctly. Very good, very nice. Okay. So now Kala Pani dispute. CTFS regarding Kala Pani dispute. And we have three statements. Kala Pani is located in the easternmost corner of Uttarakhand. Second, Kalapani shares border with Tibet and Nepal. And third statement, Kalapani region derives its name from river Kali, which originates in Nepal. Choose the correct statement. A 1 2, B 1, C 1 3, and D 1 2 3. So, what should be the answer? Dear aspirants, do you know? 1. A is the correct answer. 1 and 2. Third statement is not correct because Kalapani region derives its name from river Kali, which originates in Nepal. This is not correct. Yes, 1 2. Okay, 1 and 2. Kalapani is located in easternmost corner of Uttarakhand. This is correct. Second, Kalapani shares border with Tibet and Nepal. This is also correct. Yes, Ispriyaji. Wonderful. 1, 2 statements are correct. So this question is also very, very important. And the last question of the day. Pusa 44, PUSA. Pusa 44 is a variety of A. Rice, B. Wheat, C. Sugarcane, and D. Pulse. Dear aspirants, are you able to answer it? Pusa 44, PUSA, is a variety of A. Rice, B. Wheat, C. Sugarcane, and D. Pulse. Are you able to answer this question? Ispriyaji is telling A, rice, and you are correct. Deepak Kumar, Divakar Kumar is correct. So thumbs up. Very nice, very good. So dear aspirants, this way, okay, rice, yes, Ritik Sharma, wonderful, thumbs up. So you all have rightly answered, and this way we have completed our 30 minutes of the day. So thank you for joining me. और आज का सेशन काफी अच्छा रहा. पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस प्लीज डोंट आस्क. ओके, ओनली ट्राई टू लर्न. हम लोगों को ये 30 मिनट का समय बिल्कुल बिल्कुल पढ़ाई में लगाना है. सो नो पर्सनल टॉक, no personal topic, no personal discussion. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Let me say good night and bye bye.